What's up, everybody? It is your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker right here on the Morning Jam podcast, where we talk about any and everything. Personal, old snaps and claps. It's a dang good day to talk about a few things. So let's get into it. All right. What's up, everybody? It is your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker right here on the Morning Jam podcast. I am so excited. I can't talk today. It's been like that all day at work, but I'm so excited, you guys. I have a special guest here in the building with me, not in the building, but on a Zoom call. So I'm excited to have Nikea Marie, the one and only.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, blessed.
Listen, aren't we all blessed and highly favored?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's just get started here, and let's know about Nikea Marie, about you, about your artistry, about your motivational speaking, about your great song, I Believe in Me. Let's hear it. Let's start from the beginning though, from where it all started.
Ooh, probably in the womb, girl. I just felt like I felt like I just came.
Right.
I just came out the womb just singing and just loving the Lord. My mom and dad were pastors, and my mom was very influential in my life. She didn't play no games.
Right.
She was very strict and like, hey, we're not doing this. You're gonna live right. You're only gonna listen to gospel, and it was like that. And so I was cool. I enjoyed being a PK. It wasn't a terrible experience. I enjoyed my process. But my love of music came from my father because he used to play with the Temptations back in the day.
And wow, nice.
Yes, he played the guitar, the drums, the piano. He played any instrument. So, so then he got saved. He pushed it all over to gospel. And he started playing at everybody's church with everyone's choir. And I was the little girl watching my dad, like, oh, Dad. And I just love music. I saw how people would come in the building at rehearsal looking just done, just like, I don't feel like being here. And as soon as the music started, it's like their spirits were uplifted. And as a little girl, I was just like, wow, I want to play a part in making people feel better. And I want to use music to do it because it made me feel good. It made me excited. Yeah. So as I was following my dad and I would begin to sing with him and sing at churches, I told him, I said, hey, I want to start doing my own thing. And so he put a studio in our basement and I started writing. He told me to just write down my feelings and then turn it into songs. So I would write down things, even when my parents would make me upset. I would write down my feelings and I would sing it to them, my emotions and my problems.
Yeah, you're like, dang it, mama, got me in church tonight and I don't feel like going.
Yeah. I want to stay at home. That was my song. Don't make me go.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm tired. Yeah, I would write all of it, sing it.
I love it. I love it.
So that's how my whole situation came. And I mean, it started really in high school when I really got serious about it. And then after that, it just started going. So this probably is my 6th album thing going on now. Wow, but yeah, don't go back and listen to the other stuff. It was trash. Girls,
listen, yes, I know how that is. I so know how that is. So yeah, so I'm in a family of singing too. So they're singing on both sides of my family.
Yeah.
Both. Like it's really crazy.
I love it though. I love it. Like it's just, we have a good time. We sing everything. It's terrible. We get on people's nerves, but that's okay.
I seen you and your dad on YouTube where he was playing the acoustic and you were sitting at the piano singing. You sound really, really great. Amazing. I love your voice.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I don't know all the stuff back there. So I might have to go check that out too.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
So what part of your growing up or even like right now did it becomes like, okay, I'm going to believe in myself. There's no fear.
Oh, I'm still going through that, girl, honestly. I'm still like, I'm the type where I will speak it until I see it. And so sometimes it's like, I still haven't arrived all the way, but I'm going to keep saying it and singing it over and over until, I really do believe it. So I believe you have you know, that life and death is in the power of your tongue. So I have to start speaking life over myself. But my mom was my manager, and she managed me for all of my career. And she passed away. It's been about 7 years now.
Oh my
And
God, I'm so sorry.
yeah, so when she passed away, I didn't realize that she believed in me more than I believed in myself. And
It's
she
something
just
about the
told,
mamas, right? It's something about the
listen,
mamas, that love that they have for us that, you know, is crazy. Go ahead. I'm
it's
sorry.
like no, it's nobody can. I mean, it's hard to just, people don't, if you haven't lost a mom or a parent, it's just, it's difficult to explain just the void in your life and heart. And just because she
Yeah.
was so present in my entire life and everything I did, she was just my mentor, everything. So when she passed, I literally felt like I died with her. And so I didn't believe in myself anymore. And then I didn't even want to keep going because I didn't want to succeed without
Right.
her.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I don't want to be successful because she's not here to see it. And I felt
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was like, she worked so hard. And I went through a lot of different things. And so I started focusing on just mentoring young women. And I started doing other things. I got married I was already married, but I had a child. You know, I was like, I'm going to be a mom, you know, in memory of my mom. I want to, you know, raise my children. And so I just, you know, you just push this to the side. So it really took me one day. I just was like, I know my mom wouldn't want me to just give it up. She worked too hard for me to just quit. And I just started singing the words to I Believe in Me. And I was just like, I want something that was going to take me out. I don't think I was necessarily depressed, but I was almost there. But I needed something to get me excited and to feel good. So I wanted a beat that was going to be like a bob and make me remember, like, no, like your mom wants you to go on. Your mom wants you to, you know, keep moving. And so, yeah, I went to my producer in Baltimore and we recorded the song. And I'm telling you, it was just, I mean, it's been just blowing my mind how it's been taking off. And I'm just
I definitely love the beat of the song. The song, I was
oh,
sitting here like beating with my feet, like hitting on the table. I'm like going, that's how it's really good. I love it. So I congratulate you, sis. I love seeing my sisters out here just working it hard, doing their thing. And just really, I'm really proud of you guys. So out, you know, to the queens out there just doing their thing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's you too. That is you too. You doing your thing.
Thank you. So what was the most important lesson that your mother told you that you continue to hold on to today?
Wow. One thing she told me all the time, because I would open in for Kirk Franklin, Yolanda, Mary. We were doing a lot of things. And she always would tell me to give God glory. And every time people would say, "You're so great," and I would used to say thank you, and she said, "No, it's to God be the glory. It's not about you. You know, make sure you give it back to Him." And so I do. That's the one thing I always remember that she said. So people be like, "Oh, I love your hair." I'm like, "To God be the glory." Everything is to God be the glory. Like they're like,
exactly,
okay, but that's what she taught me. That's what she did. I mean, people, she worked a regular job and they would say, "Oh, you're doing so good," and she's like, "To God be the glory." You know, it's just all about Him, and that's a major nugget that my mom, you know, gave me, and I'm very much about that, and I'm always to God be the glory.
Absolutely, yeah, me too. So in your song, I Believe in Me, what do you want your audience to pull from that song?
Oh man, to me, it's one of those things where it's like you're telling your fear, and it's something that you're kind of like, you're just killing every negative thing. And I want them to be like, you know, inspired and empowered and uplifted to say like, hey, I'm not going to listen to that thing that's telling me to not do it. Or I'm not going to listen to that voice that's telling me, you know, I'm not qualified. You know, I believe in the God in me. And so that means I should believe in myself. So when they hear the song, I want them to really kick fear in the face and doubt and whatever else they need to really say, you know what, I'm looking in the mirror and I know I'm equipped and I can do anything. It says I can do all things through Christ, you know. So I just want them when they hear it to be like uplifted and to go after it. You know, don't allow fear to stop you and don't allow naysayers to stop you. Like, go, just believe.
Absolutely. I feel like the song is very personal. So it come from a personal a position or place in your life. So
Yes.
how did you could, really continue with the words of I believe, put it together?
Well, for the most part, I just was like, having that moment where I'm just like, okay, I believing was hard for me, and comparing myself probably was my biggest struggle, especially with
Right.
social media. You're always trying to compete or be better than, or if you're not doing it like this, you don't feel like you can do it at all. And so as I was singing the words to I Believe in Me, and I was really starting to believe, I kept telling myself, like, you could do it, even going after a career in this industry. And, it's challenging, and you got to fight a lot of things in the process. So my faith has really kept me believing, and my trust.
Right.
I know God told me things, and I'm standing on that. He didn't give me the play-by-play. I wish he did. But
Yeah.
he gave me the end, and that's what I'm going, and I say I have to face my fears, not face them, but face my fears. And as I'm facing them and I'm continuing on, like, it gives you strength to move on. And I did the video, and during COVID, my music video, and 2 weeks before that, I had a miscarriage, me and my husband.
Oh.
Yes, girl. And so I was like, okay. I was like, all right, God. Yeah, I was like, am I still supposed to do this, or what am I gonna do? And I chose in that moment. I was like, I'm singing about a song about believing. Like, I have to get up and really now show it. And it was very devastating. And I was like, I might not give birth to my natural child, but I'm going to give birth to the thing God put inside of me. And even me walking in the middle of the street in the video, God was like, you're creating your own lane. Like, I've been looking for blueprints. I've been looking for people that do it like me. And he was like, no, like, I walked in the middle of the lane because it was something God was saying prophetically to me. Like, you're about to create something that there's no blueprint for it. And I need you to stay true to you. That part of it was me believing in myself, and then I could be true. Because when you don't believe in yourself, you start becoming something else, and he doesn't need you to become that. He needs you to be, he needs you to be you, because how he made you, there are people that you can reach being you, and people I reach being me. We don't need to all be the same. That's why we're the body of Christ. Like, there's arms, there's legs, there's a nose, there are eyes, and we all work together, but we all have a different way of doing it. We have our swag, assignment, different people that can get it how you give it, and different people that get it how I give it. But it all comes together at the end, and all of the glory is going to go to him. So
yeah, I love your swag, sis. You got some swag. And even in the video, I love when you were walking in the middle of the street. I was like, okay, I see where she's going with this.
Yeah,
I love it.
Cars were coming, and I'm just standing there like, oh God, please don't hit me. But yeah, it was great. And I just, I chose joy. They say the joy of the Lord is your strength, and you literally are like, how do you choose joy after you lost something so special? And it's like, I chose joy, and I said, God, I'm gonna get up here, and I'm gonna do what I have to do what you told me, and I believe it's gonna touch people. So
right. I love that you hit on that too, because a lot of women and even men that's out here, even singing, doing what they're doing, they're entrepreneurs, and even in their business and stuff, they tend to go through, and it's called life. It's called life that we really face each and every day. And I was actually, I have a Facebook Live that I do each morning, motivational. And I know that you're a motivational speaker as well, and I can tell. So thank you for that. So a lot of people really regret even waking up sometime. Like, oh, I gotta do it again. Here I am. And they're hating their job. They're hating going to wherever they may be in life. And I love that you took it and ran where, like, you could have just gave up. And a lot of people do. They tend to go to their grave with a lot of gifts and talents that they have. I remember listening to Les Brown, and he's one of my motivational speakers that I love to hear. So if you ever listen to any motivational, Les Brown is one. He was talking about if you ever want to see a place where there's a lot of good gifts and talent that has not been worked, or go to a cemetery. And that has stuck with me. And I tell God every day, I say, God, I don't want to not live on this earth and not be able to spread my gift and my talent and help people to really grow in what they have. And I know me personally, come into faith with fear and doubt, and I hold back a lot of times. And I'm like, God, I just need you to push me. Just push me, stand behind me and push me where I need to be. And I see this is what he's doing for you. I love it, sis. So has there ever been a time where you felt like God was like right there behind you, pushing?
I mean, all the time. I mean, he's always been pushing me, even when I didn't feel like it. I know he was always, always been there. And, I went through a lot of just your own mental struggles, and your mind tells you so many things. And, you just sit there, and sometimes the enemy can play, tricks on you, just even in my mind. And, I could just feel God even pushing those thoughts away. It was like, no, like you're not what is being told, because it was starting to be louder. Those thoughts were starting to be louder than God, what he says, so I mean, he just pushes me every step of the way. I'm on a faith journey right now. He's just pushing me and just telling me, trust me, I got you. And sometimes I'm very much a planner. Like, I want to know everything, so it's hard. Like, I need to know I'm like, okay, don't just tell me to make a left. Because I'm the one on the GPS. I go all the way to the end. Like, what's the next? I need to know all the directions. Don't give me a step by step. So that's a struggle for me. But God, he just constantly is like, trust me, go here, and that's it. And then he'll give me the next one when he gives me the next instruction. So I'm grateful.
It's definitely hard sometimes, like putting that trust, like, come on, I know that I need to be doing this. I know I need to be, but I just really want to stand right here for just a minute, but I'm gonna wait. Then I'm okay, no, I got it myself. Then like, no,
that's it.
Like, come on.
I got it myself. Listen, that's me. Like, I'm gonna just do what I feel you saying. But I think you might say I'm gonna do that, and then deal with my consequence later.
Right. Can you tell, and I ask every artist that I interview, can you mention to or speak to someone, even a young lady, young man, boy, or girl, whoever, that's wanting to reach where you are, that's been into a mental battle, that's been up and down, and had hurt in their life, and really wanted to quit? What would you say to them right now?
I would say you can't afford to, whatever and whoever is waiting for you to come, because it says they overcome by the blood and the words of our testimony. So we need you to get through this, because there are other people that need you to help them. So we can't afford to sit around and give up and quit, even though we do. We take the time that we need. That's like, okay, I'm not supposed to. And the enemy knows what's on the other side. That's why he keeps us. It's like, if I don't get you sinning, then I want to get you still. Like, you might not be doing things wrong, but you're not doing anything. So he's like, that was my issue. Like, I'm gonna keep you still and quiet and confused, and then that's time that's wasted, so that I can now do what I need to do, and you just wasting time. So I just want to tell them, like, we can't afford for too much time to be wasted, because there's so much that we're supposed to do. And we can take the moment, definitely take the time to really like cry it out, hear from God and have your moment, but you can't stay stuck. Stuck there, because there's so many people that are waiting for you to do it how you do it. And it doesn't work any other way. Because I've been in this for so long, and I've been frustrated, because I'm like, well, I put out a song just like that one, and they didn't play my song on the radio. And God was like, I didn't tell you to do it like that. I told you to do it like this. I've wasted so much time trying to be like what I think is what's going to be the next thing. And it never worked for me. So, I would say just do it how God told you to do it, and trust the process and know that patience has a payoff. And that's my thing. I say to everybody, like, your patience will have a payoff, and you're going to see the rewards of your patience if you just keep going. So.
Yeah, I tend to think a lot of people really don't want to go through the process. They see a lot of artists, they see a lot of actors or actresses, and they say, oh, I want to be just like that, but they don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. So you really have to like work hard. I'm a makeup artist, and I go onto YouTube and I see these makeup artists, and they are amazing. They've come so far, and I'm like, okay, now I know that there's a process in this. And I know that I'm gonna have to just, wing each and every step, because there's a step and there's a process to each and everything. You got to put on, start with the brows, start with the eyes, start with the lashes. Then you go to the face, then you go to the contour, bringing that face back to shape, And I find that myself like looking at my life like that. Okay, God is working. He's putting me together piece by piece. And okay, I got that together. And now he's really now contouring me, putting me back together, molding me, and I just hope people see not only me, but see God within me that shines so bright. I always tell people, listen, that light that God places in us all the time, no man, no woman, boy or girl can dim that light. And I say, unless you give them the power to, but God gives us that light. So he is the only one that can give that away. He can the only one that can dim it. And he's the only one that'll let you, he'll fire you and while you continue to work and think you're doing something really great. And so it's really amazing that we are here even today, sis. And you have inspired me so much just by what you're saying, because fear, and that's big for me.
Yeah.
Even like with my podcast and stuff, fear takes over that. Fear takes over my makeup artistry and all that. So
wow,
I have to set that aside.
Yeah, that's it. It's a dying daily, killing it day by day. It's a process, because who's not afraid of the unknown, and and we all have it, we all have that fear. And one thing I just I'm like, okay, you're not going to be bigger than my faith, though. I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to listen to you louder than the voice of God. I hear you, it's there, but you know what? I know that something greater is inside of me. So I'm going to overcome. And I'm telling you, it's something that the enemy he don't want us to get to. And he allows the fear to stop us and just make us still or say, you know what, not today. Or then not tomorrow either. And then it's whole year. Be a whole year. And it's all right, but you're doing it. So I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. I'm proud of you too, sis. I know, like you said, that COVID had hit and everything. I know your song was supposed to have been coming out in March, but it came out in June, right?
Yes.
So how was that? I bet you were like, no, COVID, why?
I mean, it just never fails,
right?
But I even in that, like, I realized all things work together for the good. And so for me, I'm grateful for the delay, and it wasn't my timing, but it was God's, and he knew exactly when it was supposed to be. And it's been exactly how it should have gone. And if it would have happened in March, then it might not have been the right time. So you just gotta understand and change then just change how you look at things. And it's like, okay, all right, there must be a reason behind, why it's not this time. And I'm gonna just go with it. And I'm a believe for when the time comes. And it happened in June, and it was absolutely the best time for it to come out. So of course at first I was blown, like, oh my God. But then I said, okay, I was like, all right, God, you got it. And I'm good. So it's gonna come and when it needs to.
So let's talk about the team that's behind you. I know Jonna Parson is one. Let's see, Michael Stewart, Dallas Frazier. So everybody know him as Tony D. So let's talk about the team that's behind you.
When I tell you God's timing, I don't even have the words to explain how it even all came together.
Yeah.
So I actually was mentored, and like Marette is like my auntie, my aunt, not for real, but that's what I call her, Marette Brown. And she introduced me to a distribution company, and they were like, okay, you know, we'll put her on. And I got a distribution deal. And so I also have a friend of Miss Jana, and she told me about meeting her. And so she was like, oh, you got signed with E1. And then, you know, we're just talking. And then she's like, okay, I'm on board. And then Michael Stewart saw a post that I did and hit me up and was like, hey, you know, do you need an assistant? So when I tell you, like, everyone just came, and then Miss Jana told me about Tony D. And it just, I mean, it fell into place. I couldn't make it up. I was just like, God, but I prayed for them. You know, I prayed that God would surround me with people who knew more than me, because I don't have the knowledge. My mom did all that stuff. So she just told me to show up and be the artist. And I struggled when she died because I didn't have a clue. And I got burned. I lost a lot of money with dealing with people because I don't have the experience. And she really shielded me from a lot of things. So as far as the business part, so I didn't know what I was doing. So that was frustrating in itself. But I'm so thankful that God brought them around in this season at the right time. And it's like they just came one by one, and they are prayers that I answered, and I'm so thankful. And they love God, and you know they believe in me. So that's the other part. Like,
it's always good to have that too. The people that's believing, that's back there. Hey, even if you want to say, hey, can you pray? Let's pray right now.
Yeah,
let's pray. So we're gonna give the thumbs and the claps for the people that's behind you pushing. So that's great. That's great.
I love them. I love them all, and I appreciate them so much. So it's important to have the right team, because I've had the wrong team, and it has gone bad. So I'm very grateful.
Listen, I'm definitely not ashamed to say, me and my sisters, we had a group that we sung for years, like even travel, open up for Mary, sung with a lot of people, with Bobby Jones on his show. But I remember our first CD that we were, studio time we were going to, and we lost like $6,000. So peeps, make sure that you know who, the connection, the business side of it, because it's just not getting out here performing and singing and doing that, but you definitely have to know the business side of it too.
Come on.
I mean, we were spending money traveling, eating, and paying for people food as well, and $6,000 is I mean, you can say it's chump change, but it's a lot of money.
Listen, that is a lot of money, okay? Like, yo, I get it. The same way. I listen. I don't even want to talk about all the money I lost. I was like, Lord Jesus, like, it's a lot. But
especially like when you have family and stuff, and children and stuff. We ain't got time to be wasting no money.
No money at all. And I just pray for those people. I'm like, Lord, I know you say vengeance is yours. Well, God.
Right.
We thank you for the lessons, the hard lessons, Jesus. Because, you learn them, and you just be like, all right, I got to take that L, unfortunately. But trust me, I definitely have learned. And it's made me better. And now I want to know more, so
absolutely,
that I have the knowledge. So, yes.
So what's next for you? What's next?
And I really just, I did my whole CD already. So I'm just waiting to see, when that is going to be released. So it's called Breathe. And I did that through COVID as well. Wow. And so that should be ready to go hopefully by the end of this year or beginning of next year. And I'm also just working on a lot of different just partnerships, and we're doing different I Believe in Me campaigns. Like I did I Believe in Back to School, and we did a big back to school thing, and it's like I believe in women empowerment, and we're gonna be doing a lot of women empowerment. So we're getting ready to get on this big I Believe campaign of different, things that we're gonna do. We're going to colleges,
cool.
So I'm really excited about that. I know people want me to do some things for movies, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay. We're going to see you on the big screen.
I don't know, but when you do, girl, I keep keep you
Let me know.
posted.
Let me know. We'll have to catch
I'm gonna
up. You
let
have to
you
come back
know.
on and let me know all about it.
I got you. So I'm just open. I don't know all God is doing. I'm just gonna just go with it. So I always say expect the unexpected because I don't know all that's happening sometimes, but I just know God is just continuing to do amazing things. So just
Yeah.
stay on the journey with me.
Well, congratulations. I'm so proud, sis. Is this
Thank
one
you.
of the shirts is this shirt yours that you're wearing? Is this one of yours?
No, this girl, no. I told you I'm packing and moving, so this was all I had in my drawer. This was it says blessed, grateful, blessed, thankful, and grateful. But no, I am going to be doing my own. I have shirts and they all sold out, so I'm actually getting ready to do some believe, some products with shirts and stuff. Yeah, it's coming. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So let the Morning Jam podcast people let them know where they can connect with you, get your song, get out to an event or to wherever they can get you. Let them know.
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Nikea Marie, NikeaMarie. And listen, you can send me a DM or you can just follow me there and you'll know everywhere I'm going. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania next week. The end of the month, I will be in Atlanta. I'm doing the Spin Awards. You know about the Spin Awards?
Yes, I'm going to be there.
Yes,
we'll see each other. Awesome.
Yes, I'm gonna be at the Spin Awards and on Atlanta Live another day.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be out there doing some big things in November. Jan is trying to get me to do a Christmas song or something, but I don't know. We'll see. So
I think Christmas songs are so hard. Why is Christmas songs so hard to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm working.
I don't know either. Maybe it's just me. It's just me.
No, it's me too. Listen, I love Christmas music. I just don't want to record it, but I'll do a little live karaoke version or something. But I don't, we'll see. But so I'm excited. So I hope I'll get to see you. That's so great.
Yes, you will. Yes, I'm excited. That's great.
Yes. So that's what's going on with me.
Yes, I'm excited for you, sis. Do you are you thinking about writing a book or anything like that too?
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I'm pulling it all.
You're pulling it all out. Yeah. Yes, the book is coming too. I am working on a book, and also, so many things that I'm going to be writing about. But I have a son. He's 5, and he just got on the autistic spectrum, and he's also going through challenges with communication, and he's got scoliosis, so we're dealing with his back brace. Yes. So it's a lot going on, but God already showed me even a book about his life. So I just write down everything the doctor said. And I know the title is They Said, But We Believed. And everything. Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so things that God is doing with him. I mean, it's mind blowing. So, I mean, we're just standing on God's word, and I'm believing everything is it's already done with my son. It's just the process. Yeah. And he's not affected by anything. And he's still who he is. People love him, and he's just a super, super amazing child. And I know this is for the glory of God. So it's all going to be a testimony. So I'm just grateful to be a part of his story.
That's awesome. I can't wait to even read the story, because I did see some pictures of your son, and he's the handsome thing ever, so cute. But yes, I can't wait to hear that story, that testimony. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you, sister. There's so much greatness. I know it's going to open doors that needs to be open, and the ones that going to be closed are going to be closed because it's not for you. There's other things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Going through my journey. So I just appreciate you having me, and
you're welcome.
for your spirit. And I'm truly excited to see you in person. So
listen, I'm so excited. When you said the Spin Awards, I was like, did you see me? I was like, yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. Yes.
But yes, I'm excited. I love you,
Yes.
sis. Thank you
Love
for
you.
being my friend on Facebook as well.
Of
We
course.
connected there. Listen, right here on the Morning Jam podcast with your sis and your friend Crystal Whitaker, the one and only special guest, Miss Nikea Marie. Thank you for joining us. And we look forward to seeing more and more about you. Peace out.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
See you.
If you enjoyed this podcast, tune in each week on thinkingoutloudnetwork.com. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share with your friends and family. Until next time, peace.